Hi, let's introduce ourselves.
Hi, I'm Teresa from Chicago.
Hello, I'm Nelson from Philadelphia.
Hi, I'm Scott from Midland, Texas.
This is great. We have a wonderful group of veterans using short-term rentals. So I have a question for you. What is the first thing you check when you walk into a vacation rental to know if it's truly clean?
That would be the sinks in both the bathroom and kitchen and drains.
Excellent. Me too.
The bathrooms and also the bed.
The bed, how?
I just want to make sure there are no bed bugs. That really drives me crazy.
Absolutely. Scott,
The bathroom and the bedrooms.
that's great. So when you enter a property from in the past, did you feel particularly welcomed that a host did for you, an owner did?
I think when you check in and they call you by your name,
Check in and call you by your
name, and then walk you to your room.
walk into your excellent. Nice.
What's really special to me is if I get a text really spelling out all the information and then also calling after I'm there to making sure that I have everything that I need and I'm happy with what's going on.
When I arrive at the facility, it's always nice to be met by either the owner of the property, the owner of the rental services to welcome me, open up the door for me, answer any questions that I might have about the facility,
Great.
especially if it's dirty.
So what do you consider a deal breaker? So you walk in and see or feel X and you call them and go, this is all.
I would say bedding that looks like it's been used. It's
Used bed.
yeah. If the couches are dirty and if the rugs are dirty.
Good point. Nelson.
I would agree with that. The most important thing for me is obviously the bed. If I see anything on the bed that looks like bed bugs or any kind of insects, and especially the smell, if there is a bad odor in the room, that's a deal breaker.
Well, for example, the last B&B I went into, it was going to be a cigar and whiskey event for me and my buddies, and they had a great patio. The only problem is we couldn't get the pit lit, and it kind of ruined the whole thing. And unfortunately, it was the weekend. We couldn't call anybody. No one was there. So, I mean, we made the best of it. We had cigars and whiskey without the pit. So,
Good answers. That's so true. So do you have a memory of a host or an owner that did anything that you went, this is great. I'm going to recommend it to my friends?
I think the thing I was most impressed with would be a sheet of paper with our names on it, welcoming us into the room with a list of all of the amenities in the hotel, times, everything. It just made it so easy. It's so easy to relax after that.
Well, absolutely. Nelson.
What I really enjoyed and really made it special was when there was a list also, but there was also a list of what's good in the area, restaurants, events, also a sort of a snack basket for the kids with a lot of goodies for the kids, keep them occupied for a little while we're getting settled in. That was terrific.
I had a host one time. There were a couple things missing out of the rental property, and she just said, I'll get it for you. Hang on. And she went to the store and picked up what was missing and brought it to the room and took care of it. Yeah, it was great.
I love it. Thank you.